Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our office. It's been a long time since we've done a recording here, haven't it?
We need to practice going live more often now because it's been a while. And we've
Yeah.
forgotten all
All the
the
buttons, the doodads, the
and
gizmo.
and the wiring.
Yeah.
But welcome everyone. Happy Friday.
Yeah, welcome to the
Have a
live broadcast. This is going to be interesting. Big Square.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is what it is. It's so early in the morning.
I know, it's fun. But no, for those of you who are just tuned in, my name is Adrian and I'm the CEO and founder of Career Agility International. And Yen's our executive director. And together we are Career Agility International. We help individuals like you to achieve career clarity and also achieve career happiness through having a great strategy and being agile enough to manage all the turmoils, trials, and tribulations that come along every day in our
I
career.
want to share some good news. Yesterday I was talking to a client, and she's doing so well. She has settled into her role. In fact, she told me, I'm kind of a little bit bored. And I told her, wait, hang on. Boredom is good.
Bottom is good.
Because it gives you brain space to do the things that are important. She went, yeah, you're right. Because I really do like the people. I like the company, and I got time to do my nails. I got time to go to the gym. And I'm like, that's the best. So if we can share with you some strategies to take care of your career, then you've got time for the important things like your nails, and your hair, and your gym. So I'm so happy to hear our clients doing well.
And they are doing well. I think it's part of growth.
I mean, there are challenges. We
As
we
there
do
always
have
will
we do
be.
have a lot of clients who have challenges, and that's why they come to us.
Yeah.
We provide perspective. We provide methodologies and strategies to help you manage it better. So that again, then you have time for important things like your nails and your hair and your gym.
So if you are in a situation right now, always feel free to drop us an email, info@careeragility.org. We're always happy to answer any questions you might have. And if your situation is not too complex and we can solve in one conversation, we
Yeah.
have career clinics. You can just join us for an hour. Rates are reasonable. Results may vary.
Battery's not included.
Sounds like those American drug ads. Where
It was like, yeah.
one huge
This,
long disclaimer.
this advertisement has not been approved by the Ministry of Finance. It's like, please double check before you sign up. No. Let's not have a disclaimer. I mean, we're here to provide support. If you
Yeah.
need help, don't do it alone.
Yeah, I know. It's so
Yeah.
funny though. But today we're going to talk about something really interesting.
What's our topic for the day?
And our topic for the day is going to be this. Let me see. I'm still so new at this. Okay. So you want to be a career coach?
Someone reached out to you, right, and asked us to help them become better or to pivot into coaching.
Yes, correct. And I think it's a follow-up from the story, article which I wrote 2 weeks back.
Yeah.
About everyone being a career coach. Now,
Yeah.
I did a search on LinkedIn.
Yes,
There are 3,000 plus career coaches in Singapore.
that's all right. I think everyone needs help.
But you know what? I credit us for that. Because we
You got to
revolutionized
stop flexing, lah.
we revolutionized career coaching 7 years ago, back in 2018 when we first started Career Agility.
No, I don't want to claim that.
I want.
I
shall.
don't because coaching's been around forever.
Coaching has been around forever.
Coaching's been around forever. Career transitions coaching's been around forever.
Yes, correct.
We started career agility coaching because transition coaching is very
Situational, yeah, I mean,
mundane, run rate, and boring.
Very niche.
Niche.
Yeah.
I mean, it's resume writing. It's not fun.
Yeah.
And then it's standard, so it's kind of cookie cutter.
Yeah.
But anyway, so career agility coaching has been very good for us.
Yeah.
We've provided a lot of it's very hard to tangibilize and quantify our support, but the results do speak for themselves.
Oh, they do.
When our clients give us that feedback, so it is unique what we do.
So,
Very proud.
So for many people who have been coming to us and asking us, can I be a career coach? How do I become a career coach?
Okay, answer yes. Go ahead. Do
So
it.
today we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about the trend towards which we are seeing the market's moving as well. And it might be a market opportunity for you if you want to retire and become a career coach. Or maybe you're not thinking about retiring so soon, as most of us are in that space right now. Okay, given inflation and
No, don't retire because your brain stagnates. But always look for something to do.
Yeah, but
So-
if you're already in the job, very happy. Career coaching, and especially if you're managing a team, a very young team, in order to engage them, in order to have them around, and in order for you to make a difference and an impact to your team, I think having career coaching skills is very important for you to become an even better leader.
And not career transition coaching. So you're not going to help them write their resume.
What kind of a message is that?
You come here, we go to do a performance review, and then I'm going to just give you some coaching, and then here's how to write your resume.
Are you telling me something?
The career space is unique in that careers are complicated and everyone's different. Their life stages, some are younger, some are older, and many people have different contexts of challenges, right? New boss, new team member, new projects. Do I take the stretch project? Do I not? Is that all there is? What else can I do to improve my earning potential? So there is a lot going on.
It's a whole bundle, and I think
it's good if as a manager you understand the nuances so that you can help your people.
Which leads to the first question on the screen right here below. Beep, beep, beep.
Yes, where's the screen?
There. Okay.
What is
a career coach?
Shall we just remove the word career and say, what is a coach?
Now, what is a career? We all know what a coach is. It's the guy with the whistle on the field. Beep.
That's a referee.
Okay lah.
What's a coach? A coach spots your potential.
Yeah. No, I think everybody knows what a coach is, but specifically, what is a career coach? So what does a career coach do?
Yeah, what does a career coach do?
Yeah, good question. I think a career coach is someone who helps you along with your career decisions day to day, helps you with the career situation, provides a different perspective. So I want to share the different answers to this question. Okay, the first is, are you a job hunting coach? Or are you a career agility coach like us? If you're a job hunting coach, then it's fine. There's a huge market for that. How do you land a job? How do I write the CVs for you? How do I do better interviews? I think there's a lot of market space in there, to the point where it's saturated. But there is always going to be a demand there. And then there are the career agility coaches like us who come from a very strong management experience background. We've been in headhunting, we've been in search, we've been in big corporates as well. So we're able to provide the kind of perspective. So what are career coaches? There are the job hunting coaches, and then there are us.
And then there are executive coaches who also touch on the career space.
Yes, correct.
And everything in between.
Yeah.
I think if someone wanted to differentiate themselves, they could.
And there are also life coaches.
Life coaches, very important
who stray
because
to the career piece.
Because they have to, because a career is a part of your life.
Are we life coaches?
Sometimes.
Yes.
I spend a lot of time in that space as well, and I spend a lot of time in the executive coaching space as well.
It's
with
basically a whole ball of wool, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for your definition because I'm not sure I have one.
So it's the ball of wool. Okay, it's the whole caboodle of little.
I think all I want to emphasize is that a coach is going to be someone you can trust with your inner thoughts and ideas without getting that judgment. Because if you want to talk to your friends about it, your friends are going to have biases and their own opinions. I don't know if it's safe to maybe talk about your real inner thoughts to your manager.
Yeah.
That might not be.
Or your colleague.
Your colleagues, no.
There's always a hidden agenda. You've
got to be really careful with that.
Insulate yourself from that. So.
And then having someone who's going to be a sounding board, like a mentor, that you trust implicitly. And I think that would be the one that makes the difference.
And there's another angle to what is a career coach. It's the angle is basically full-time versus part-time. Not many people have the luxury or the brand or the expertise to actually go out and start your own career coaching practice. We took a long time before we stabilized and got to where we are today. But there are a lot of people who are doing part-time career coaching. And I think this part-time career coaching stems from you being a manager and your career coaching your teammates. So it is, as I said earlier, an important skill to have when you are being a manager. And if your staff comes up to you and asks a question, when am I getting promoted? When's my next pay raise?
Why are you making that voice?
Trying to sound like a Gen Z. Anyway, but it's not just a Gen Z, by the way. These are valid questions. And the tough question is, do I have a future in this company? And how do you respond to that? So there are questions which need answering. you have teammates who need guidance, and that's where being a career coach to your people comes in very importantly. And that's why we're leading on to the next question. What do career coaches really do?
What do coaches really do?
What do career coaches really do? We sit down and we listen.
How do I explain what I do? No, it's not so straightforward.
Yeah.
You know, the career transition stuff is very easy to explain because you help someone step 1, step 2, step 3, you get your LinkedIn done, you get your resume done, and then you've got
Yeah.
some interview training, and then
Straightforward.
you send them out to the universe, go out there, start applying for roles. Straightforward. I don't know. I think results may vary depending on whether or not they understand the implications and again, I don't like that word, but nuances of how they position themselves and how to manage their narratives. We're very good at that. But what do I do? Yeah, it's easier said than done, isn't
So
it?
many things, right? So diverse.
We take into consideration so many variables that an individual has. Life stage, desires, money,
Yeah.
career prospects, and then there's the whole playground drama among their
Yes.
colleagues and
Yeah.
bosses and personalities.
Yeah.
So we do profiling. We help our clients identify strategies to accelerate their careers, make more money. Some of them want to downshift. Some of them make too much money. Is there such a thing?
No, I know this guy
you know.
we felt he was making too much money.
There is such a thing.
Yeah, only because it
Donate to our cause. Donate to my cause.
Donate to my vacation.
I have a app. You can just transfer.
The problem was with that individual was that he was making too much money at the expense of his time.
Yes, there you go.
So it was not scalable. So it
Yeah.
was tough. But these are questions that come up. So what exactly do we as career agility coaches do? We listen and we provide different perspectives. And
It
that's
sounds so flaky though.
no, but it is important.
It does. It does. But when you say it, it sounds like every man and his dog can do it.
And that's why the depth of a career coach's work experience, and it's a very simple and straightforward thing. Okay, if you're going to
Simple and straightforward.
yes, if you're going, and I tell you what's simple, straightforward. If
tell me,
you're
yeah.
going to a surgeon for your LASIK,
Yes.
I want to go for the guy who's gone through like 10,000 surgeries.
Surgeries. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's done because he's seen every complication that's come up.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
care if it's more expensive. He's
Yeah.
seen more complications. Suddenly
Yeah.
your eyeball doesn't look quite right. He looks at it, he knows, oh, don't worry, it's going to be fine. Or,
Yeah.
okay, come on, get the eye patch out. No, Mr. Pirate, you're going to need an eye patch. So he knows what's going to go wrong, what's going to go right. So I would
And
go.
I like your surgeon analogy because you don't want to go to a surgeon, have a liver transplant, and then the guy goes, I'm not sure, maybe it could be this, it could be that, Yeah. You want someone who's experienced, and so it sounds straightforward. We listen, we give perspective,
Yeah.
but
So if you're
it
thinking-
isn't all that straightforward.
So if you're a manager, and you want to be a better career coach, a lot of times there are particular skills involved. And that's what's our next question. What skills are needed? Yeah. So I don't know. What skills are needed? What makes a great career coach?
So many things. I think it's a bundle of skills, and the complication with skills is that there's depth of skills, and then there's the quality of the skill set, and then there's also the how often you utilize said
Yeah,
skill.
yeah.
So but when you look at the language that describes that skill, it sounds really easy, like listening and empathy and strategy and critical thinking and problem solving and
Active listening. What skills are active listening?
and planning and strategizing, and that's where things it's a whole bundle. But interestingly, I'm just gonna put this out there. I found that language skills are critical to a good coach
Define.
because the coach has to have the vocabulary to express what is being discussed, like a therapist.
Yeah, that's true.
And translate all that into something that's written, because what's said and what's written
Yeah.
is very different. And so I've got I've heard stories, obviously, of people memorizing
Oh.
60 model interview answers, going to
from
chat
ChatGPT,
GPT and all that.
yeah.
But it doesn't translate to the tongue as smoothly
know.
because
Yeah,
it's
different.
not.
It's different.
So I found that our language skills have
Yeah.
translated very well to narrative building and
Mm-hmm.
and expressing thoughts and then writing it all down. It's a whole different basket of goods. And so I can tell you today that if I read a resume, I know exactly if this person wrote it themselves or if
Right.
it was written for them,
Or whether they
because
paid
you can
someone-
see that sections are not stitched properly, and then you can tell that there's been something else that was fed into this. And
Yeah,
I went
just-
like, did you
just-
take this
yeah.
direct from the job description?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Just inserted.
obvious.
Yeah, just
So
crammed in.
I cannot emphasize enough, if you want to be a coach, any coach, I think language and vocabulary is essential to helping you be a better coach.
Yeah, and
So you got to build on that vocabulary.
I think also beyond that, having the management experience within to be able to provide a different perspective. You know, when your boss, when your client encounters a problem like, hey, my boss said this to me this morning. He told me like what you said. Maybe it's time for you to brush up your CV. Like, what does it mean? See, so there are different perspectives we need to explore. So I think someone who has got the real world working experience, not just on some unrelated, and you know, if it's from your industry or cover your industry, that's even better. I'm a bit biased. Sorry, you know me, I'm very biased. I find that the best career coaches are those who come from the executive search or recruitment industry.
Or they have had that degree of life experience in that space
Yes.
to be able to provide good perspectives.
But then again, that you're describing a mentor as well.
I'm describing a mentor because a coach and a mentor have very, very similar
Yeah.
roles to play.
So someone who's like a retired MD for the pharmaceutical company,
Yes.
he can provide you good advice as a mentor.
Yes.
But
yeah.
for
But he can't
specific
help you with the
and-
career stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't know how
Except
to-
for his own career, and he can say, well, I did it this way,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
my journey and your journey is going to be very different because time is different.
Yeah.
You know,
So if you
things
want to
have
go
changed.
into career
Yeah.
coaching, you know, which is nice if you're a manager, you know, you want to pick up this useful skill. I think it's great that you marry your expertise with the technicalities of becoming a career coach, because a career coach has technical expertise, and a lot of it, I would say 70-80% of it stems from headhunting.
And
but once again-
everyone thinks
Yes.
that career coaching is easy.
Mm.
They do, don't they?
And they think it's glam. I don't know why. It's very funny. A lot
It's
of people
not,
tell
you
me
know.
It's very glam.
It's
You're a career coach. That's so glam. It's like
I think if it was just writing resumes, and even then cookie cutter, you just go online, find an app, put in some details, and the thing spits it out for you.
we
It's
saw
gorgeous,
this
right?
wonderful
Yeah, just
AI.
pay a little bit of money.
Yeah.
AI takes care of it for you. Yeah, everyone thinks it's easy.
Everyone
Everyone
thinks
thinks it's easy because they'll say, well, I had a career. I'm now 45. I can give advice to someone who's in their 30s.
Yeah.
You think?
Well, let's put it this way. I've seen a 25-year-old life coach, so anything goes.
But the 25-year-old life coach should be really good to help 18-year-olds navigate
No, I don't
the
think
trials
so.
and tribulations.
I don't know.
I
Maybe,
think
maybe
so.
5-year-olds. Maybe you can teach 5-year-olds how to toddle.
You're so biased.
Yeah, but 5-year-olds don't toddle, sorry. 5-year-olds squawk.
So we again, to answer this very complicated question, it sounds simple, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
I find it very hard to break it down into its pieces, because it is about the synergy of those skills as well, and it combines into a bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about our clients, basically, and shameless pitch here, is that when they come to career agility, they don't just get one coach; they get two coaches, Yen and myself. So it's a double perspective, a double whammy. You get two different.
You get hammered from both directions.
Yeah, you get from both sides. And the output is wonderful because you get two for the price of one.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how we practice. Big question number 4: how do I get trained or certified?
My personal journey, I started with one very technical career certification. It was quite specific into helping an individual identify, say, values and skills and interests, which, by the way, are assessment tools. And then it was very specific on job search as well, and interviews and all that. And then I progressed to include multiple, at least 4 other coaching certifications. So I'm certified up to my eyeballs.
Yes.
Because there are different thought models. Then there are some of those with the whole behavioral change, the psychological underpinnings. There's so much other technicalities because it's all very psychological.
Yeah.
So I've got a chunk of coaching expertise and training. So I would say it's been bundled into what is today me. And then, of course, that's coupled with a lot of experience with everyone else. And then, of course, like fine wine, we age well.
Same can't be said for milk. But
Why did you go
I
there?
have no idea because someone told me that the other day.
Seriously.
So I was saying that, it's okay anyway. See, I digress.
Yes.
But you see, there are various career coaching programs out there which you could take up, and it's a great way
Starting point, I think.
to start. Yeah. And I
But
think
it's not enough.
It's not enough. You cannot just run on a certificate alone because at the end of the day, you need to have that practice. You need to put in that hours.
Yeah, what was it? 20,000 hours.
Yeah, I think we've crossed that way. 10,000
20,
actually.
I can't remember the book. What was that book?
Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers.
Something.
He says 10,000 hours.
10,000
I
hours
disagree with him.
to have some level of expertise.
I disagree with him. David Epstein disagrees with him tremendously, but in his book Range.
I
So,
think it depends on what it is that you want to master.
yeah, that's true. If you want to master the academics, you can, seriously. And I
I think it's easy to learn something, but sometimes it's really hard to master it. Like if you want to play badminton
Yeah.
or tennis, it's very easy to learn it.
Yeah.
And then to really get
that
great,
last 15% will take about
it's
80%
ridiculous
of the
amount of effort. Yeah. So
talent.
again, if you started a program and you've picked up the basics, please remember that's just the basics.
Yeah.
And
And one more thing to add,
I just want to caution those that have the basics and think that they're out there. You could make or break your client. So please be really careful when you go out there and start giving advice. I'm very, very worried about that because, our successful client that I was talking about when we started this, when she came to us, she'd already had 3 coaching circuits.
Yeah.
And she came to us and said she was coached out. She was like so disillusioned.
Yeah.
And she gave us a hard time, didn't she?
She did.
She asked us all sorts of things, and then she said, "Okay, fine, I'm taking a risk." But look at her today, a year down the road, and things are, and I'm so happy for her. So please be very, very careful that, because you are impacting lives. Words, advice, even though people say sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can't hurt me. Words
Very
have
bad.
power.
Yeah. Financially even.
If you're a coach, you have an ethical obligation to ensure no harm.
Yeah.
So please don't transfer biases. Don't push opinions. It's so
I
tricky.
agree. And I've seen a lot of coaching sessions from other so-called career coaches go wrong. Bad advice being dished out.
That was a bad one. Do you want to tell that story?
Yeah. So we had this individual who was in her 40s, and the coach told her to get a master's just because she wanted to take up do a career switch. And
on the surface, that was not bad advice.
yeah, correct. Except that it was a master's from a less than recognized university.
Because he said any masters.
Yeah, basically he recommended it to her.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, because I know a lot of people have done this, therefore you go and do this master's program. She couldn't afford it. He said, Nema, you can go take a loan for it.
Yeah, that was the bad one.
Yeah, and
he asked her to take a
It was
loan.
unfortunate because that's really bad advice. That's malpractice, actually, if you think about it. But back to the topic about certification and experience, there are different areas. Like if you look at the medical practice, I like to compare ourselves to the medical practice. There are specialists. There are some people who are just really good at doing CVs. There are some people who are just really good at interviews. One of the areas we need to focus on is basically we need to be able to focus on a specialized area. For us, for me actually, my area of specialization is crossroaders. I've written books about it. because I've been at crossroads many times. So battle scarred. But the point is, you need to be very experienced in a particular field, and therefore that could be your practice area.
I've heard it said though that you don't actually have to have been in that space to be able to coach a person in a space. It's a cautionary tale, isn't it? If you are not experienced, say in the banking sector,
Oh yeah,
and then you have a banking client,
yeah.
I think it's going to be tough to add that extra layer of domain expertise and
Yes.
understanding
Yes.
of again the nuances of
Agreed.
that game.
And that's why, let me jump in. And that's why we have a workaround that, you see. And our workaround is basically we have an alumni group of close to 400 individuals from various sectors. So we put you up. So like this week alone, one of our tech clients was going to interview with a particular company. And no, just three pokes on the phone, and I got him connected to someone who was a senior leader in that company who had left the company, and they had a
And can
conversation
help them understand the nature of that
of that
organization,
company,
just
company of
so
that
specific.
product range,
Not
of
just
that
the
challenges.
industry and
Yeah.
not just some high level
Yeah.
advice. That's high level advice is very easy
Yeah.
to give.
And I know,
you
and I
just
know,
need to
and I know
go
that
to
client
chat.
is listening to us now. So yeah, good, right? So
You can keep going to Chat GPT for high level advice. It's easy. It's easy because it'll say, how do I get a job? How do I extend my career? Well, network.
he got it excited. We provided him the network.
Yeah.
But what was funny was that not just one, we provided him with two individuals. And my caveat to him was this: you may not want to talk to them because you might find out all the dirt. You may not want to join the company after a while. It's like, oh no.
Better the dirt you know than the dirt you don't.
I agree. So, how do I get trained certified? Easy, online. What makes a good career coach?
Isn't that what we've been talking about the whole time now?
Yeah.
Actually, I want to just put a little caveat here as well. You know how we wax on about how good we are,
Of course.
but we're not perfect, and we're not for everyone either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay if you find that perhaps as you embark on your own coaching career, that you're finding a mismatch with clients, that the clients are not maybe taking up your programs, or they're not very into you, like the tuition teacher. I mean, we need to try before we buy.
That's true.
And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, and that's perfectly fine. So I don't want to have a binary label, what's good and what's bad. I just want to caution against advice that can harm. And I think a good coach understands the technicalities and can give you the scaffolding that you need to help you on your way. Because a coach is not somebody who gives you solutions. That would be a trainer. And a trainer is the one who like provides you
Model
technical
answer.
skills and model answers and
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's important to be okay with your own boundaries and what it is that you are a specialist in, and what it is that you can and cannot do. Be aware of your limitations. I'm very aware of my limitations. And that's why this model works as well, because if it's something that I don't have, you complement it because you could potentially fill that gap. And then of course you also chuck a lot of
Vice
other things
versa,
to
yeah.
me. So I think this model really works.
It works. It
Yeah.
works. And I think, what makes a good career coach? Two things. There's the personality layer, which is your personality. Some people are just not cut out for career coaching or coaching for in any form or other. So the good listener, the caring, all those little fluffy things. But I think what makes a really good career coach is the technical skills. And I'm not talking about understanding John Holland's framework of the six, whatever
Rysat
it is,
codes.
Rysat codes. Okay, or no. Okay, all those
That's
technical
quite basic. Yeah.
yeah, it's the technical skills involve what exactly is the market looking for? What exactly are the things that you need to reposition yourself? Do you understand the market? So, like for instance, because when I was headhunting, I used to cover the life science, the renewable energy, so all these and the tech space. So when you talk about life science, I know what you're basically looking at. Who are the players? What they're looking for? Where are the growth patterns and everything? So the technicality is very important. You have to get, if you were looking for a career coach, or if you want to be a career coach, you have to have that very in-depth technical space. If you're in technology, then by all means, leverage that. But it's going to be difficult if you're going to say, I can do anything and everything, because coaching is universal. I hate that
Yeah.
sentence.
Some people believe
The ICF coaches believe that coaching
the
can be transplantable to anything.
the purists believe it's
I
agnostic.
disagree with it totally.
They believe it's agnostic.
I disagree.
But it's about layering, I think.
You know what? Okay, I have to get it off my chest. You know what I disagree with? Coaching principles can be applied to any field. Yeah, if your child needs a badminton coach, you don't get a swim coach for him. It's a different thing because there are technical skills that are needed. You cannot do that. So
Okay, sports coaching might be a different example.
okay, so
Sports coaching is a
it's the same
different
thing.
example.
If you want to have any form of professional advice, if I'm being sued, okay, I don't want to go to a divorce lawyer unless my wife is suing me. But
No, you're right.
Right.
I think
Vertical.
I think that is that added element makes you more effective in your practice as a
Yeah.
coach if you have an added element of that domain expertise.
Correct.
It's true. But the ICF people are not wrong in saying
they're
that
not
the
wrong.
coaching elements are agnostic. But then that's the limit of your ability to provide that support. No?
And on another layer as well is that if a person has been coaching young graduates, students,
And just focusing on assessments
okay.
and values and
suddenly you're a senior level manager coming in,
it's different.
it's different.
Yeah.
Or if someone who has been focusing on a entry level coaching,
The C-suite
the
coaching is very
C-suite
different.
it's a different set of coaching altogether. So
Yeah.
once again, it's very textured, it's very
Texture,
layered.
that's a good word.
And that's exactly why we don't coach
Entry level.
undergrads entry level.
It's
We cannot do that.
textured like wrinkles.
Cannot. It doesn't go down well. Okay, it doesn't go down well. And with that, we can coach our own kids with limited response. But
No. You again. What makes a good coach? You cannot coach someone where you're too emotionally close to
that's what
them.
doctor says, right?
Cannot.
The surgeons don't
You
operate
cannot
on
treat your
relatives, right?
own. You cannot treat your own.
so-
Yeah. So anyway,
Okay, next question.
what makes a good career coach?
Okay.
Have we really answered that question? Okay. Well.
Kind of.
Okay.
So,
Well, it's complicated.
is it an easy job? Can anyone do it? Can anyone do it?
You can try.
Yeah.
I don't want to
go
be
ahead.
negative Nelly here.
Go ahead.
I think it's like you said, it's a skill. And so if you are currently in a managerial role and you have a team of subordinates who report into you, understanding the principles will probably make you a better manager. I think that's so yeah, add it as an extra toolkit, as an extra layer to your abilities as you climbed up the food chain. I think it's a good thing.
I think so too.
And
Especially-
also it gives you an option of what you want to do during your retirement years as well. And I
Yeah.
don't see that as a bad thing to have. We've always been expounding on adding to your skill basket, isn't it? And then deepening the skills that you already have until you become an expert.
Yeah.
And then just keep adding more skills. But by the time you've added those skills, the outcome with synergy and everything, it's going to be very unique to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can I be a career coach? Yeah, sure, go for it. You see, but I think
Be strategic though in your decisions,
best-
because if you're quitting a nasty job that you don't like to try something that you've never really thought of, just because it's all over the banners here, sign up for this because you've got Skills Future funding, try it on for size, and then you're just jumping reactively, then it's not a strategic decision. So sometimes you might pick up something too prematurely and feel very frustrated. You don't have the foundation to expand and properly set up a practice. Or sometimes it's like I think you need to time it. Yeah. So
So to answer the question, is it an easy job? It's not an easy job, okay, because there's so much responsibilities in the
it can
outcome.
get quite stressful
It is very
if you
stressful.
have that transference that happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not an easy job, okay. It's a stressful job because there's so much responsibility involved. But can anyone do it? Yeah, anyone can do it, but how well you can do it, that's for you to find out. And for you to
Everyone can
hone.
cook. How well?
That's
Everyone
true,
can
right?
sing. How well?
No, I can't sing. That one I can't sing. That can tell you for sure. I cannot sing.
Everyone can sing.
Badly.
You can. You sing. Yes.
I sing
Just
badly. Yeah, very badly.
You wobble.
I might do
You
rap.
yodel.
I might do rap because that one. No, one thing I got no rhythm, so cannot rap. And finally, what tools are available?
Everything's online. Seriously.
Yeah.
Frankly, you just leverage the AI. There are a lot of assessment tools online as well, and there are free tools. And when the tools are free, something's suspect, so be careful.
Yeah.
What else? So many tools.
We have
We
a
have a
tool
tool.
that's coming up very soon. Okay, we haven't launched it yet. Her name is Carol. And
It stands for Career Agility Review Online.
yes, Coach Carol is an amazing AI-powered tool which we're going to launch very shortly. If you want to have a sneak preview, you can actually go to our website and have a go at it. And it's interesting because as a career coach, if you were to
Yeah,
use
help
that,
your clients.
it's an amazing way to shortcut the session so that you can just jump straight into the
Into the core
questions.
issues. And I think it's good to supplement the basic assessments like values, interests, and skills.
Yeah, there's lots of things you can use as a tool. So
Yeah.
ultimately, what we're trying to share is this. Let me shut off this question. Okay, what we want to share is this. Career coaching, not job hunting coaching. Okay, I think it's an important skill to have in your management toolbox. If you're managing a team, if you're going to be a very effective leader who's focused on leaving a legacy of individuals whom you have positively impacted along the way, I think having a good reputation as a mentor, career mentor / career coach in your organization, I think it's
Yeah.
important.
Don't forget, it also aids with retention. So, we
retention.
know that all jobs are tough. I have a different word for that. But all jobs are tough. Jobs have inefficiencies, and you have to fight these little battles, and you
Yeah.
have to put out these little fires, little and huge fires, all over the place. But if you are, the positively impacting type leader with those skill sets, and you can help your people navigate those volatility, I think it's always nice.
It is.
And yours is the only team that's intact, in a
Yeah.
company that's full of turnover, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
and I think-
reputation to have.
And I think one of the nicest ways to be remembered, if people ask me, how do you know that if you've left a good legacy in your career?
Is when your people come back to you.
Yeah, when people come back to
Keep
you,
in touch.
keep in touch, or you leave a company, they want to join you at a new
Yeah.
company, right? That's a real testimony to you being a good leader.
Yeah,
And I think that when you're retired, people want to come back and just have coffee with you
yeah.
and just want to reminisce the good old days, So I think that's important.
Or buy you a coffee because that's the price of your advice. Right.
Premium coffee. But ultimately, the way we see it is there's going to be a lot of changes in this market. There's going to be a lot of people who are certified career coaches. Okay, it's not going to be an easy ride if you want to go into career coaching. We have been doing exceptionally well because we've been doing this for the past 8 years already. So
For career agility, but
career
before
agility.
that, we've already been coaching.
yes, correct.
Yeah,
We've been coaching since
forever.
2000. So it's been a long time. Quarter of a century, man. Yeah.
Stop making it sound so horrible. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but it's been a wonderful journey. So it's rewarding, it's exciting, it pays the bills, and I think what's really nice is that it leaves a very nice legacy. For me, I'm doing it for the legacy piece.
If the question is it lucrative? The answer is no, it's not.
Yeah, it is something.
You want lucrative? Go do headhunting. Go sell something. Any sales job will make you the commissions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a passion play. You can make money out of it, but it's not as lucrative as hunting was. But the impact that you leave on people's life, it's just amazing. And the thanks that we get, it's just amazing. So reach out to us if you have any questions, if you want to have a conversation about whether or not you think career coaching is the thing for you. We want to be able to give you an unfiltered, unbiased look at how great it is to be a career coach. But once again, as I said, you don't have to be a full-time career coach. You start small as a manager. It's the skill that you're gonna have that a lot of people don't.
Yeah. We you don't have to be a career coach.
Yeah.
You can certainly pick up the skills.
Yes.
Yeah.
And reach out to us. info@careeragility.org anytime. Have a great one. Take care, guys. Happy coaching.